oranges, that's snowfall rates that are 1 to 2, maybe even 3 inches per hour, and that's really scattered throughout the entire city. So we will easily achieve, Rochelle, that 12 to 18 inches of snow.
Don't drive. Stay close to home. Watch New York one.
So we'll be closing in on the high end of that range. And I think it's a real possibility that some of us could get to 20 inches of snow. So if we do that at Central Park, Rochelle, if we get to 20 inches, that would put us in the top 5 biggest snowstorms in New York City history.
Oh, wow. How hard is it coming down right now?
Well, 1 to 2 inches per hour for sure. So that's what we've seen. And so those reports that I showed you a little while ago, it doesn't take long for that to be old news. And I heard the mayor say this earlier, and I think this is a great way to describe it. If you go make a sandwich, clear the snow, go make a sandwich, go look out again, you'll have the entire driveway covered once again. It's snowing that heavily.
It seems like this storm is going to last about 48 hours. How common is it to see a storm like that? I was trying to remember in all my years, and I'm not that old, but I'm trying to remember in all my years, if I ever remember a storm lasting about 2 days.
So you called me an adult earlier, so I have many years apparently too. But let's go back a couple of radars. I want to show you this because normally these storms, when they develop along the East Coast, they form along the East Coast and they race off to the Northeast, creating these northeast winds. A nor'easter, that's what we call them. This is one of those, but this is the center of the storm. We're going to keep my hand right there, and this is a 6-hour loop. This has not moved much in the last 6 hours. And over the next 6 hours, the storm's not going to move very much at all. So you see the placement of this heavy snow band, and without that low moving, it keeps us there for several hours. So it's 1 o'clock right now. 6 hours from now, that storm's not going to move much. You're going to continue to see the snowfall rates. It's almost like a math question, like an SAT question. How much snow will New York City end up with at the end if it snows at 1 to 2 inches per hour for the next 6 hours? That's easily another foot possible. So that's why I'm saying I think we'll be on the high end of that range. 18 inches, certainly 20 inches a possibility for us. Let's see how it all plays out, Rochelle.
All right, we'll be watching. Thank you, Eric. Mayor de Blasio ordered people to stay off the roads today for good reason, except for essential workers. But if you look outside your window, you can see it's really difficult getting around in these blizzard-like conditions. Justy Ray's here now with a check on your conditions outside in terms of your transit and traffic conditions. Hi, Justine.
Hey, Rochelle. Like you said, it's treacherous out there. Look at these cameras. This is a look at the Cross Bronx at Clay Avenue and all the cameras. You're not seeing any blacktop, and you can just see very few people on the roads. That's what you want to see at all costs. Just avoid being on the roads as much as possible. I mean, look at this camera. It's covered in snowflakes. We can't even see the LIE right there. Taking a look at transit, here's what you need to know. The MTA will suspend outdoor above service starting today at 2 p.m. We're also seeing suspensions all across the regional rail lines. The last trains to and from Penn Station and Atlanta Terminal for the Long Island Railroad are between 2:30 and 3:30 today. PATH train suspended at 3 p.m. and there's no New Jersey transit service today. Let's take a look now at the Verrazano Bridge. That upper level is closed, and you can just see all throughout the maps, we're seeing this orange color, which just indicates that everything is really slow out there, and poor visibility as well. So if you do need to drive around, just take it really slow out there, as it is very dangerous on those roads. Alternate side is suspended through Saturday, but the meter rules remain in effect. Rochelle?
Justine, thank you. And those conditions have added some extra challenges for essential workers who have been helping in the fight against COVID to get to work. Our Ron Lee is in Bushwick, Brooklyn, with a check on that part of our story. Ron.
Hey there, Rochelle. Well, here in Bushwick, the snow is coming down at a very frustrating pace, especially